we can stop. This is the heart you're seeing here.
Yeah, yeah.
Scroll down.
Yeah, now maybe.
Up. Yeah, now the liver has come.
Liver has come.
So you can just slightly move up. But this is still lung, okay? So you can still see the lung. So do you want to take all of the lung into the thorax, yes, and then go to the lower thorax? So then we can scroll down further.
No, what we will do is, I'll tell you, what we'll do is, when we have divided this into upper thorax, right, we will have the mediastinum, the heart, and both the lungs. And we will help, with your help, we will mark them using bounding boxes. In the lower part, or in the lower thorax and upper abdomen, we'll have you mark lung, liver, heart, mediastinum, and the intestines also.
In the lower thorax, you want lung.
Lower thorax, upper abdomen. Yeah. Lower thorax, upper abdomen.
You want heart also in that.
If it continues to show.
Can you scroll down a little?
So now here the liver has started appearing, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we have to go up then. I basically don't want it.
I just want to see how much further we would go to stop seeing the lungs.
Okay. Atharva, today's announced.
Okay, so we shouldn't stop here for upper
thorax?
No,
she just wants to see how it is. Sadhya. The lungs have stopped.
So this is where the lungs have stopped, right? Yeah. So if you just move further up, so you can see some gas, intestinal gas here. So you can just move slightly up.
And that becomes the?
Move up. So for to mark the upper thorax, we can either we can like, you don't want the intestines in the thorax, right? So then we should move up. Yeah, here we can mark this region as upper thorax.
A bit more above would not be okay, because you can start seeing the liver, right, in the one that you just said. That's fine. This is fine.
Overlapping for liver for thorax. Can't we say overlapping regions? Can we not characterize for that?
Yeah, so that's why we are doing
using a union. Using a union of regions.
Yes, and that's why we have done lower thorax, upper abdomen as one section. Professor Ganesh, that's why we did that.
Okay.
You can move up if you don't want the liver, like much of the liver, then we can move up. Just enough. You can scroll down. Stop. Scroll down slightly. Little more. No, move up. One by one. Yeah. One more. Yeah, I think this is enough. This can be the upper thorax, because I think if we want the lungs, ideally we should have lung as a whole organ, because are you only going to feed the transaxial slices, or will you also feed the sagittal or?
No, only these slices. Yeah.
Only these.
Yeah.
So because if you want to mark all of the lung together, then we should have whatever of lung is there in the thorax, and the abdomen and lower thorax can have parts of liver. I mean, can have parts of lung also in it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. So I'll tell you why we want to do it like this. Because we are going to match the PET images to these images later on. And on the PET images, we are going to identify which image has an SUV max. And then the center of the lesion would be, then we will try to match it to the organ on a CT scan. So right now, Sneha, even if we are able to do this, what you're helping us do, then the next step, you will see why it will become clearer. We don't want all the lungs together. It is okay for us right now.
Okay, then fair. Then this is this slice, till this slice can be thorax.
Okay. Now, then, so I have written it down, Atharva, 428. No worries.
428.
Yeah. And Atharva, then we will do that what we discussed, right? Thoda goshti we will leave out to avoid the excessive overlap.
Sure. Now lower thorax and upper abdomen.
Yeah.
So the summary is that currently we are getting things annotated using some domain expertise, but we are trying to find the patterns that would generalize, right?
Yes. So currently what we are doing is first we are putting them into different subsections of the body. After that, we will get Sneha to annotate a few organs for us in each subsection. And then Atharva, I think, is going to train a ResNet, or which one, Atharva?
Yeah, for classification ResNet and for organ detection YOLO.
YOLO, yeah. So the aim is to get the organ, Professor Ganesh. That's what we want to do ultimately. And these are the two sub-steps to reach that final step. Because we will get from the PET images, where is the SUV max? We just want to identify the center of the SUV max and map it to the organ. And for that, we need to identify the organ using these two sub-steps. That's what we're trying to do.
Correct. Got it.
Yeah. Hi, Sneha. So could you tell us when to stop for the
Yeah,
for the so again, Sneha, you can also tell us that should the lower abdomen be further subdivided into subsections, or the lower abdomen and pelvis has a sufficient good distinction so that we don't have to do that? You could give us advice there.
That is actually very vague way to put it. I mean, there is clear, you can call radiologically, you can call a certain region as pelvis, but it is very difficult because right above the kidneys, as the adrenals start, we can call that region as lower abdomen, or it can also count as the pelvic region.
No. Again, yes, Neha. See, these are very arbitrary subsections for us,
so
because then later
we can define that. That's what
right,
I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So after that, we will sit with you again now, just now, after we do
because
this, we'll sit with you.
This window you will have to change for me to tell.
Yeah.
Change
Can you
the
go
window.
lower? When you say change the window, what do you mean? The next slide?
I mean the intensity of, little more towards the. No, I'm talking about the brightness.
So these are actually the images that we have got. These are JPG images.
Just a minute. Just hold on 1 minute. Can you scroll further? No, little up. Can you go up? Stop. Move a little down. I think we can see. Actually, the window is not proper, but I think I can see parts of the adrenals and kidneys.
What are you focusing on? Could you tell us? Could you tell me?
They're the kidneys. So if you look at the vertebra on either side, you can locate the kidneys.
Two blobs.
Just scroll down.
The two blobs are the adrenals. These are the adrenals, right? Okay.
So if you scroll down, you can see the kidneys.
Yeah.
So actually adrenals can't be seen clearly. They are triangular. So,
correct.
These are the kidneys just starting.
Correct. Understood. And below that, you want to classify it as pelvis. Okay. So Atharva, thoda मागे जावं लागेल तुला.
Actually, we have another class. So we have upper abdomen and abdomen, then pelvis.
So we have to do abdomen first.
Also, we have to do abdomen. Yeah, in abdomen, you will have to include anything starting from the liver till just above the kidney.
Yeah. So can you go lower, Atharva? Khalti.
Okay. So I think this should be upper abdomen, right? So we haven't put any images in upper abdomen.
Yeah, from the.
The earlier one was upper abdomen.
No. Atharva, can you go back, please? Sorry, Sneha. So Atharva, the upper abdomen, we did upper thorax. Did we do lower thorax and abdomen?
No,
we did it. No, we did it, right? We have not done it. Lower thorax up to upper abdomen. 428%.
Yeah, we haven't classified it in upper abdomen. So where exactly should we stop the upper abdomen part?
So lower thorax, upper abdomen, Sneha. So if you go to 429, Atharva. So 900 were gelas.
420.
Yes. So here we stopped, right, Sneha, for the upper thorax, and then once the liver started appearing, Atharva pudega.
So from where the liver starts.
Yeah, up to what point should we consider upper abdomen is something that you have to tell us now. Yeah.
I don't know what to, because you have written lower thorax and upper abdomen.
Yeah, we want it to be together.
So then we can just take upper abdomen, lower thorax, just till where the liver ends.
So could you tell us where?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you stop, please? Move up. And can you please adjust the intensity a little?
Actually, I don't know how to do it in
can you just drag like with your, do you have a scroll mouse?
I can zoom it.
That is zooming, but can you just press the left click button and move it? No, none of those.
No, I think Sneha, you're saying that because you can do that on DICOM images.
So okay, you
this
can't
is just
do this.
image fine, huh?
Yeah, so can you just move it up, scroll up slightly? I think. Yeah, I think the zoomed one was nice. Yeah, that's it.
Actually, it is again zooming out every time.
Can you scroll? You are not able to scroll now.
He's scrolling.
Yeah, I am scrolling.
There is liver here. Can you just scroll down slowly, one at a time?
Okay.
I think that's it. Just one slice above this, we can mark it as upper abdomen.
Okay, till 521.
Yeah.
Okay, so
now lower abdomen from 521
till pelvis.
Yeah. So that is clear, right, Sneha? When's the kidney start appearing?
Yeah. That will be abdomen.
Yeah, stop. Maybe this. Sneha, is this okay?
Scroll. One. Can you scroll one or two slides up slowly, one at a time? Are you going up or going down?
Going up.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the.
I think the one more one. You can start going down now.
There's some issue with the vertebral body right here, Sneha.
Yeah.
Comes and goes. I don't know why.
No, that is sometimes it's the disk space. So this appear gray.
Okay. That is the intervertebral disc. Okay.
Yeah. I think we can stop here. Yeah. This can be the abdomen.
Yeah. Okay, 621. Yeah. Now from pelvis up to legs, like complete pelvis.
Complete pelvis, yeah. So once the legs start appearing, basically.
I think stop. We are looking for pelvis now, right?
Yeah. We have to stop at pelvis when pelvis ends.
Scroll up. So this is the rectum. I don't know. Do you want us to include the rectal region also?
So do you get the Hodgkin's lymphoma lesions there normally or no?
Oh, I don't know. You can have inguinal nodes, I think.
Okay, so then let's keep it.
Yeah.
So we
so
also
then
can
you can scroll a little down. Yeah.
So can divide pelvis into two parts if we want.
Yeah, you can make that call, Sneha, for us. It's not a problem.
It is better to add more rather than we won't be able to add later. We can add right now.
I think that's okay. It's not a big region anyway. I don't think it will make much difference.
Okay.
And where
on safe side, if you want, we can like stop. So then what we'll do is, because it's such a small region, it doesn't make any sense to me that you would have an additional.
Sure. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just scroll one or two more down. You can see this pelvic girdle part here. Let it go down. One more. That's it. Stop here. This is pelvis. Till here.
849. And then legs. So the rest everything is leg.
Yeah.
Okay, these are.
Okay, perfect. So now we have to. So you want to do it for all of them, Atta?
It would be easy, matlab.
Okay, let's do that quickly. Yeah. Head again, Sneha.
I have another 15 minutes. I can.
Yes, Atharva, we should get labeling done. Sneha. So the first thing was for the head, as soon as the mandible goes away, we stop, right?
Yeah.
For the neck,
goes away, or the last slice of the mandible. Will be the indication. Yeah.
Head. For the neck, what did you say? When the shoulders.
Again, when you start seeing the shoulder joints, you can stop.
Shoulder joining. For the upper thorax, it was when liver started, right? And for the lower thorax, it was
the lower thorax was
upper abdomen,
the liver
up to
was covered. All of the liver was covered.
And then the lower abdomen was when kidneys start appearing.
Yeah.
And then the pelvis. The pelvis is okay. Pelvis and legs are okay. Okay, perfect. Atharva.
Yes.
Could you get bounding boxes, because you will need bounding boxes for these organs?
Okay, sure.
So if you go to head.
So I think for head it would be very easy.
You don't need all of them to be labeled, right?
No,
Bounding.
20 or so. Just.
Sneha, could we also meet you not on Tuesday, but some other time, today or tomorrow, and finish the labeling? Is that okay?
Thursdays I have meetings. Fridays okay.
Like today later in the day is not available?
Today it will be difficult. Friday I'll be free, because today actually there are certain things that are pending. So Dr. Angarajan was not there, so I need to get them done. Otherwise I have no problem on Wednesdays. Around 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock is okay for me actually. 4 o'clock, yeah, 4:30.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, that is fine. Atharva can meet you offline and continue doing this, because
Yeah.
I know you will be gone after 10 minutes, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, so 4:30 is okay actually. 4:30 will be fine. Atharva can directly come here and.
No, he cannot come.
Okay,
He will meet you online again. Yeah.
Fine,
He cannot come. Yeah. He's in IIT right now, so cannot come.
So yeah, which classes, like which organs should we label in head?
In the head, Sneha, what are the different organs of importance that we should have bounding boxes around?
Sorry, can you tell me once again? Can you repeat?
In the head section, which are the organs of importance that we should label? Because he will have to create those subcategories for us.
So this will be based on major organs, right? Like brain.
Major organs and the organs that generally are involved in Hodgkin's lymphoma, both. That are the considerations. Yeah.
Actually, that
we could begin with major organs. Yeah.
Yeah, we can begin with major organs. So you will have.
And you can just say brain. Okay. I don't think we
brain.
should say cerebellum or cerebrum. I don't think that matters.
Okay. So the brain will come, and then you will have the
brain hands maybe.
No, not hands. Nine. We only look at head.
You will have the nasal cavity. You will have the oropharynx, the nasopharynx.
Brain. First head nahi hai na, brain hai.
Brain के बाद you will have the canthromental or the eye region.
Eye region.
And then you will have the nasopharynx region and and the oropharynx region. And the sinuses. You will have the sinuses on all the sinuses, the frontal, the different sinuses.
Pharynx. So, PHARYNX.
So are these all organs required for Hodgkin lymphoma specifically, or?
So that I'll have to check. I can't be sure now. Can I tell you that later?
Yeah, but because if you don't.
Is the question whether all organs are relevant or organs?
See, because I don't know how much I think it would be best if we take also Dr. Hasmukh Jain's opinion on this, because he would be the right person to clearly state whether all these parts, which parts are very relevant for Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Okay, because thing is, the more organs we add, we might decrease the accuracy of organ detection.
Yeah, that's why I said before deciding this, we should probably have Dr. Hasmukh Jain on board.
Okay.
Okay, so do you suggest that we set up another meeting with Hasmukh?
Yeah, that will be better, because today he didn't join, I think.
He's in a meeting.
Yeah, he's in a.
But okay, Sneha, head is a complex situation, right? But maybe neck, thorax are faster, easier things to label, right? So we could do that.
Even neck, there will be different levels of nodes. So you will have to mark it into level 1, 2, 2A, 2B. I don't know how they would prefer to mark it, right? But it will not be like specifically as per organs, because lymphomas are related to lymph nodes. So there are nodal junctions based on which you should probably create. That's what I feel. So that is why I think, rather than, demarcating organs, it would be better to demarcate the nodal stations where it is more likely to occur. This is my opinion, but I think you can confirm.
So you think instead of you, Hasmukh should be the person potentially doing this?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Once he decides, like, where it is, we can see. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, Professor.
But looks like the labeling functions themselves need to be compositions, right? That's the key here. They need to be compositions like nodal junctions in conjunction with
because they are the most important part in the decision making. So if the areas that you are actually labeling are not accurate or relevant, then your entire prediction would not work.
Sorry, Professor Ganesh, I didn't understand what you said.
No, these are compositions. You're basically looking at nodal junctions with respect to certain organs.
No, nodal junctions with nodes are organs by themselves. So nodal junctions.
But in the vicinity of other organs is what I'm saying. What we are looking at is nodal junctions in the vicinity of other organs.
So in the neck, there are multiple levels of nodes, and up to where the tumor has spread will determine the severity of the condition.
Exactly, but you're talking about a head, right? There's a head region.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying these are actually compositions, nodes localized in a particular
region of the body. Yeah.
The body.
Yeah.
That's why I'm calling it composition. And that's what seems to be the issue, right? We were so far focused on, very atomic labeling functions. Now we're looking at compositional labeling functions. Is that true?
I think that is how it should be, because if you're approaching lymphoma, it should be more in terms of these areas rather than just exact organs. I mean, of course, organs would have to be identified. The model would have to be able to identify organs, so that, like Kshitij said, so that the organ related nodal junctions can be easier to be identified. If you go stepwise, yes, that is also right.
Okay. But you would also have metastasis in the liver, for example, right? So identifying the liver is also important.
Yeah.
And there will be.
But then again, there will be like celiac lymph nodes around that, which will have higher chances of uptake, and that, like, it depends how much of the disease will jump from the lymphatics to the external organ.
Correct.
So most of the disease is initially in the nodal area.
Correct. So according to you, we should focus on the nodal regions first.
No, I'm not saying that exactly, but I feel if you're marking organs, so then we can only mark the major organs, and followed by that, also the nodal junctions should be possible to be identified.
Okay, so first we identify the major organs, and around them, using them as benchmarks, we identify the nodal region, nodal specific junctions. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we will give a bit more thought to this, Atharva, and we need somebody from Hasmukh's team to also be there to give us insights at that point.
Sure, sure. Meanwhile, I'll keep the classification model ready, which will differentiate between these segments.
Yeah, and what I will do is I will I'll message Hasmukh in the group and see that irrespective of like we need not meet on Tuesday, we could meet earlier also, or you could travel to TMH, Atharva.
Sure, sure. The only thing
Okay.
is I'm not on campus next week.
No, we do it everything this week, whatever happens.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Okay.
have to push off now.
Sure. Sure.
So if you let me know if there is a meeting at 4:30, just let me know.
We'll ping you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Maybe
Okay.
we can go on Akshit's updates.
Yeah, Akshit. Akshit, you there?
Yeah, hi sir, am I audible?
You're faintly audible.
Akshit, you can present. I made you a presenter.
Is it better now?
Yes. Atharva, you can stop presenting.
Aditya ran the experiment.
Can we call Aditya? Because these are run by Aditya,
Yes.
right, Akshit? These are not run by you, right?
No, these are not run by me.
Okay,
So
let
he
me call
committed the
Aditya.
code only today. So
Okay, just a moment. Let me call him.
meanwhile, I have written the method section of the paper. So one thing that I wanted to discuss was this. So this is the methods and this is the model architecture. So here we tell them that we're using these labeling functions, SVM, decision trees, etc. And we use an aggregator function, that's cage, but we use cage from library. So should I write the math for cage as well here? Or should that go in some preliminary section? Or should that go in methods?
Details of cage should go into methods, experimental section versus the third option is
Preliminaries, basically. How our aggregation, how cage works, basically. That should go in methods, right?
so we are building on YOLO right here. Is it?
No, we are building on cage. We are using several labeling functions to get the labels for each
No, but
image.
okay,
And then we
are
use
not
cage
doing.
for aggregation.
There's no regression. It's only classification, right?
Yes, right. We use confidence scores and the labels.
Now, what is the model enhancement here we are presenting? What's the enhancement to the model?
Wait, sir. I'll.
Yeah, Professor Ganesh, this was when we had met during the Gudi Padwa day, where Aditya, you and I, we were discussing, and then you came up with this thing that doing just a few, starting with 1% labeled data set, labeling them using these labeling functions, and then after a few iterations, if you may recall, we were actually losing the accuracy. And you had said that we have to first identify in which class we are losing the accuracy. So that part is yet to be done, actually. It was supposed to be done today. Sorry, I just come back.
But that's done by was it done by Aditya or Atharva? By
Aditya.
Akshit.
Aditya.
Okay, what is Akshit doing then?
He was writing the paper actually. But
so there were two things. One method section of the paper, and the second was using different seed sets to label.
Okay.
Uh, so is Aditya joining, or should I call him? Or?
There must be preliminaries or method was experiments certainly is too late. Obviously, it should not be experiments. But whether K should be in methods or preliminaries depends on how much innovation we have. If you don't have much innovation, then throwing away cage in the preliminaries would mean that approach there's nothing to describe much, right? So we are proposing the semi-supervised approach, or we are using, because you said we are proposing.
Yes, we are proposing.
But we are only using, no? Where are you proposing?
In the earlier section.
What the new model we are proposing?
So basically this, basically we can propose this as a framework of its own, where we have multiple labeling functions per class, and they all train on limited data set, and then they feed their labels and confidence scores to Cage, where it aggregates and gives the final labels. So this entirely could be a framework of its own.
Professor Ganesh, can I present something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So this is what Aditya, you and I had shown this to you in that meeting, that after a few iterations, we were actually losing the accuracy, right? And you had suggested two things which we are going to now test. One question was that we are possibly losing the accuracy because there are certain classes that are not being represented well, and we have to identify which class that is so that we can develop additional labeling functions for that specific class. So manual domain expertise based labeling functions. That is one. And the second thing is targeted subset selection based on Prism is what you had said for the underrepresented classes. So here actually we had discussed, while I was moving towards totally automating stuff, you were saying that we have to introduce some human course correction, which we want to now test. Now, the thing is, for all of this, we required Aditya to run the existing pipeline to identify if there were certain classes that were not being identified, labeled accurately enough, so that then we could test the first thing. And this is what Aditya has done now, but he's not here to present. Yeah, this is the update on this part.
Okay. So then machine learning wise, there's no innovation. It's only innovation in terms of where you use the, the way you use the data programs do well in a fair manner, right?
Correct. Right now, but I think once we are able to do this, we should be able to make an improvement on the machine learning side, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. But for all of this, we still needed those confusion matrices, right, that we had discussed to really identify which specific class is not being identified well. And that is something Aditya was doing. Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to meet Aditya at 4 o'clock because he has classes till 4 p.m.
As of now, as things stand, my impression is this would be this was built in the methodology section. There's not much innovation as of now. Let it go to the methodology section. You make the methodology section complete and coherent. Is that fine, Akshit?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Any other question?
Not right now, sir.
Okay, Kshitij is not here, no?
Yeah, he has left.
Okay, then thanks.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
When is the deadline? ACMM is, we are talking ACMM in 10 days from now, right? 10 days from now, right? Or 15. When is ACMM? Hello?
Hello, you can hear me, Professor Ganesh?
Yes.
Yes.
We have to work backwards from ACMM deadline. I guess otherwise we'll keep doing experiments until the last minute. What can you give timelines? Kshitij, you can talk to Akshit and you can actually give a timeline, right?
Yeah, the abstract submission is 23rd April.
Yeah, time just flies, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
You'll
absolutely. I totally agree with you on that.
Can there be a timeline?
So before that, we will also have to really decide what could be sufficient, necessary and sufficient for the paper, right, Professor Ganesh?
Yeah.
And then I could work with both of them and look retrospectively at the timeline.
Yes.
Yeah. So for this part, Atharva, could you just connect with Akshit and tell him to come back?
Yeah, sure. I just got it.
Yeah. So for this paper, what could be sufficient enough that it could constitute into a paper is something that if you could propose, then we could work on those.
Yeah, ideally we should just work on the but anyways, ACMM we don't have time. If I can get some more results, that'll be helpful for me to comment. Is that okay, Kshitij?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'll do, Professor Ganesh, I will meet Aditya and Akshit again today. I'm going to meet them because Aditya has classed up to 4. So once I meet them, I will understand what are the confusion matrices telling us, and I'll give you a summary. Is that okay?
Sure, that is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Umesh wanted something to be extended, but Kshitij, Umesh, can you talk to Kshitij?
Yes,
I
I'll
think
do that.
he needs to extend, he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But Umesh, you really need to coordinate with the TMC people. Otherwise, it's more of a ritual you being here, right? So, Kshitij, I hope he's able to do that.
Yeah, he has started doing that from this Monday. So last meeting, when we made it very clear that on Monday he has to tell us, come back to us and get the right people. So he started doing this from this Monday.
Okay, fine. Thanks. Thanks, then.
Thank you.